which is Meta. So remember, Facebook changed its name from Facebook to Meta. It's now called Meta Platforms Inc., which is stupid. In my opinion, it's a really stupid change. So how's that going? Well, if you look at Facebook's charts, they've been destroyed. They're pretty much at a 52-week low right now. It's trading at $213. Whoa, it's down 3.8% pre-market. So it's down so much in the pre-market. It's pretty much the worst price it's been in a year. So what's happened? They actually lost $10 billion in their Metaverse investment last quarter. So what does that mean? I mean, it's still, in my opinion, it's still a bit too early to say that it's not working. I want, like, as much as people like to hate Mark Zuckerberg, I think this dude actually is pretty smart. He's a really smart guy. He knows the stuff the dude knows how to survive in this crazy social media atmosphere. And he bought Instagram for like $2 billion. And now it's like paying off so much. Instagram is worth at least $100 billion, in my opinion. It's one of the most popular social platforms in the world. Without Instagram, I think Facebook would have died off a long time ago. So he foresaw that, and he bought Instagram very quickly. And now there's a ton of competitions out there, right? There's Snapchat, there's TikTok, and TikTok's totally getting a lot of Facebook's share. In fact, in their quarterly report, Zuckerberg said it himself. He said TikTok is their biggest competitor. So that means we are going to see a lot of pivots from this guy. He's going to think of ways to think forward that other people don't see. And what he thinks in the future is the metaverse, which is like a weird term. I like having, as a gamer, I play games when I grew up. I see the idea of metaverse as something weird. I have a VR set as well. I have an Oculus from this guy. Let me turn on the music. Sorry, there's like a background music. Yeah, I got some dumbasses outside blasting music in the car. Anyway, so he sees the metaverse as the future, and it will be where we're moving towards. Now, is he going to be right? Maybe. There's a chance that he could be right. I don't know. I want to know what you guys think about metaverse. The word is so dumb. As a gamer, I'm in the metaverse like pretty much every other day. When I play games, you are immersed in this new world that you do things. And I gotta say, it's super addicting. It's super fun, especially when you have friends there. And it is something that a lot of gamers are already aware of. It seems like what Zuckerberg is trying to do is to bring that aspect of the gaming world to the real world. And instead of games, now you have real life interactions between people. And what he sees through it now, like I think with the current technology of what we have this VR set and stuff. I think that's what they think it's currently possible with Metaverse. Now, can it be something else? Can it be non-VR? I think so. But I just don't know what it is yet. So there's this article by Protocol saying that this idea is working, but the idea of this metaverse requires a lot of computing tech, but no one knows how to build. I think he's seeing things. Metaverse might be a better concept in about 10 plus years. I think in 10 years, we can develop a ton of technologies to make this possible. If you look at these things like Unreal Engine, I don't know if you've seen it, but the graphic there is so much nicer and so realistic, it's almost impossible to tell it from the real world. So that's a step moving towards the right direction. Now, if we can have VR in that level of immersiveness, I think Metaverse might make sense. But however, I think at the current technology, we don't have that power. So the closest thing I can think about in VR in which it's like so immersive is Half-Life Alyx. This game is a VR game, and the developers of this game created such an immersive world in there. It just seems like you couldn't tell from the real world or the fake world. Like you had to watch the videos of this game of people playing to understand, because this is the top notch. This is what our technology can do at the moment. to make it immersive. If you see things like that in VR, you couldn't tell if it's real or not. It's really, really immersive. So I play VR games where things are super immersive. No, it's not what you're thinking of, but it can work if you do it right. So I think he might be on the right course if we have the technologies to do it. So right now there is no technology which we can. I don't think we're at that level yet, and we are sort of hitting the peak of what our technology can do. And for there to be metaverse to be versatile in the real world, we need a innovation, a really hard innovation to make this happen. So that is what I think. And it seems like, he's going all in. He's doubling down. So this is just yesterday. He's now calling all of his employees at Facebook. So it used to be Facebook, right? You're gonna be like Facebooker or something. Now he wants everybody to call each other MetaMates. Now that's a really stupid name. Imagine calling yourselves MetaMates for working in a company that used to be Facebook. So he's definitely doubling down. This guy's doubling down. Now I heard he cried after this last earning call where his eyes were super red during the earning company all hands after he dropped the dude lost like $25 billion in a day. Like that's the most anyone had lost in their whole life. $25 billion on paper in a single day. That's on this day. That's the worst day of his life probably. Anyway, I heard he was crying, but anyway. So now he's doubling down. He's saying we're gonna be MetaMates. So the new model for their company is called MetaMates Me. So I'm not sure what this means. So I think it's referring to this saying called shipmates and stuff. About we all on a ship, maybe a sinking ship, and we all in this together. I guess that's their wagami, right? That's their idea of wagami. So yeah, the Zuck, he's going all in. This guy is going all in. All in on MetaMates, on Metaverse. Now, is this going to be good for crypto? Like, why are we talking about this, right? Well, crypto itself, people were like, oh, Metaverse is not only about games. Metaverse is actually about ownership of virtual items, like NFTs and stuff, right? Well, if you build a Metaverse, NFTs, what are NFTs in the Metaverse? NFTs in Metaverse are going to be things that you possess. Things that you can prove it's yours in the Metaverse. Now again, going back to the analogy of video games. Now in a video game, you can get items, right? You can level up, buy items, get really rare items, you find it in game, and say it's yours because it only appears in your inventory. Who controls it? Well, the game company controls it. The logic controls it, and that's how you know it's yours. Now, can the game company take that away from you? Of course they can. They can just press a button and delete your account and you're done. So that's the difference between NFTs and Metaverse items. Because the item stays with you forever. Like if I buy a hero in DeFi Kingdoms, that hero belongs to me forever. I can trade it, I can do whatever I want with it. It's mine. There's no way for the game company to take it away from me. So that is the take on items in Metaverse. So I am kind of bullish in that aspect, that you have true ownership of what you buy and you can prove it by the blockchain. Now what I'm not bullish on Metaverse is the current atmosphere, the current technology. I don't think we can support a true immersive metaverse where instead of going out on a restaurant or going to a concert, we experience it in VR, which is weird. I think I want to go to concert with real people around them, right? I don't want to go VR. And hence this example. So Facebook or Meta hosted a Foo Fighters Super Bowl VR concert in its Oculus Quest platform. So there's like a the VR platform where you can go and watch the concert in real time. Not real time, actually, it was a pre-recorded concert. But there's like a 3D camera, so you can actually walk around in the concerts to view the concert from any angle. That's basically it. And you can listen to it too. So basically, it was a total failure. They actually wanted this concert to start at 8:05, but you can't even get in until 8 p.m. So when 8 p.m. comes around, everybody tried to go in, and they all crashed the service. When they crash the service, no one can join. And that was a total failure. And when they do go in, it's like a weird angle. They got these, I don't know, you guys seen those 360 videos on YouTube? It's kind of similar concept. You go in there, you watch these things. It's like very blurry. It's exactly like that. When I see it at VR concerts, I've been there. It's like this. It's kind of blurry, and you get this weird angle. This you see this black thing on the bottom right. It's like part of the screens where you can't see it. It's like a weird experience. And when you do go in there, you have virtual avatars of people around you where you watch things. It's very weird. And these virtual avatars, they look like very cartoony. So also your angle is dictated by the person who recorded this whole concert in VR in 360. So if they move, it's totally killing the immersive vibe. You don't even feel like. In some way, it can feel like you're there, but in some way you can't. You know you're not there. So that is the, yeah. You see like fish eye lens. So that is the difference. So I think there's a lot of learning to do in this whole thing. I think over time we might get better, but we are moving towards that direction. So I don't think we will be there until another 5 or 10 years has passed. I think people will be like, oh yeah, metaverse is totally going to be the future. It is the thing to do in 10 years. Not now. We're not there yet as far as technology goes. So that is my take on this whole metaverse thing. It's 9:28. We have 2 minutes until the market opens. So we're going to check the market a little bit. And after that, we'll go into the next topic. Whoa, it seems like the price of all of our, wow, the stuff in our watch list are getting wrecked. So AMC is down. At least it's $19 now. Oh, the other thing is that about the metaverse, Disney is going in on metaverse too. They actually announced a executive yesterday to oversee the metaverse strategy. So Disney, it's big. They have a lot of assets under the belt. They have a lot of stories. They have a lot of animation, animated series and Marvel and all that stuff. So what they're trying to do is think about how they can take the metaverse, how to take immersive technology into their belt and produce content in there. Now, if anyone can produce a great animated experience, it's Disney. So we want to see, this is actually pretty bullish on that. I want to see what Disney can do for metaverse. And I want to see what kind of immersive experience they can do to prove ourselves wrong. Stuff like this shouldn't happen. But I think Disney would do a much better job to make sure that their content gets seen in a nice immersive way. They're very creative people in the company, and we want to see them do this.